Now, one of the bikes I have always really liked is the Aprilia V4. Our good friend Guy has one. We're going to go up to his shop today, his garage, and check it out in detail. There's a lot of things about this bike that I really like. Number one, the riding position is human. You're not in a total lay down position. And the other thing that's nice, it's got a quick shifter that shifts up and down, a beautiful instrument panel, and I think some of the nicest paintwork in all of motorcycling. It's really, when you look at it real close, especially this one that we're going to go see today. And Guy also has a collection of model motorcycles that I think is really cool. I have a few myself, and you can watch this whole day unfold in full 4K. Adjust your settings. And today we got a special day. We're going to run up to our friend Guy's house, who has some motorcycles in a shop we have never been to before. Should be a very interesting day. I have to run my kids to Newark Airport. They're going to Florida. My grandson is swimming with the dolphins this weekend. But we're going to go to Guy's shop and see some cool motorcycles. Okay, so we are up at the Shrine. What shall we call this place? It needs a nickname. Hey, this is Guy's little emporium, his nice garage. He's got a touring bike. Now this is a trumpet? A Thunderbird, okay.
Yep.
I know you had this over at Pagoda a couple of times. Mm-hmm. And of course I know what the Aprilia is. And I wasn't aware you had a dirt bike. Donnie's going to drool when he sees that dirt bike. What is that, a 250?
It's a 98 CR250, yep.
Oh, Donnie's going to want to come visit you. Where do you ride this? Is there any place left to ride?
We used to go to this, it was a made track for this girl who was a semi-pro racer back in the day.
Okay.
And it was a construction company, and in the back of the company, they had a huge motocross track for her to practice on.
Yeah.
That's where we used to go. It was in Lackawaxen, Pennsylvania.
All right, it's a privately owned thing.
Yeah.
Oh,
and then something happened there where somebody fell and sued, and that was the kibosh on that.
Yeah, that always is.
Yeah.
That can do it in one stroke of a pen. Now, recently, Guy was over to my house, and we had gone on a bike night together. And I wanted to look at his bike in detail. And you really don't get to see a bike when it's in your driveway or the sun is not out or whatever. I wanted to do like a detailed look at all the little things on a bike, because to me it's a very, very pretty bike. The styling is beautiful. The paintwork is exceptional. And needless to say, it's just a top-of-the-line bike in every possible way for modern bikes, and has all the safety features that I like. So it's really a bike I wanted to look at. I wanted to crawl down underneath, look underneath, and really difficult to do unless you have controlled conditions like we had today. And we had the perfect thing in his garage.
Ankle area, and when you get on the other side, you'll see why. But
okay, but you only have one muffler on the bike, and it's on this side. Is there a muffler on it? I didn't even know.
No.
Okay.
But the exhaust is on the driver's side of the shock.
Oh, it's right by your leg, yeah.
Right, so both cylinders coming out.
Okay, yeah.
And the heat is just...
What did Dale say? Did he say that acted as a cooling agent, or like?
Yeah, he said it kept the heat in.
Okay.
And I'll tell you what.
I know Dale was happy with it.
It's still holding up. It looks great.
Yeah. Well, you can look on the internet. Cerakote is a common thing. Yeah, R1 has covers over some of the exhausts that get real hot, and at one point in time I made my own exhaust for the bike, and I took the heat covers off. Not a great idea. Not unless you're riding if you're riding in the summer, it's a real problem. Nice. So what has to happen you have to adjust the valves? Is that a big deal on this? It shims, right?
Anything's a big deal on this, yeah. It's just really difficult to work on, but.
And we had previously talked about there was a little issue with oiling on the valve covers. I wasn't sure what it was. I know he had it documented, and he generously took out his phone and showed me the little issue he had. And what does that do?
Okay, so now what happens is if any oil leaks from the valve cover into that spark plug hole,
okay,
it seeps out of there.
Because you don't want it building up there.
Right.
It's a fire hazard, sure. Yeah, that makes sense.
So all last year, I was riding around with this thing leaking, and I got fed up with it. And finally, I ordered the parts from AF1 and spent the weekend, took it apart, took my time, put it back together, good as new.
What did you have to do? Take the valve covers off and stuff?
Valve covers off, both of the cam towers on both of the camshafts on both heads.
Okay.
And yeah, just replace the little O-rings that are under the cam towers, and then replace the valve cover gaskets. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I've heard like some of the bikes to do like the basic maintenance on them is a nightmare.
Like plugs on this, super easy. But anything else, you're dead.
Yeah. I had to put a starter in the R1. Took me 4 days. I mean, the video is almost an hour long of putting it in. It really was, and I was doing it step by step too. I didn't want to take a chance. So one of the things that's exceptional about this bike that appeals to me, it really appeals to me. I sat on the bike and it has got, for my body size, height, weight, or whatever, a perfect riding position, a little bit sporty, just a little bit leaned over, but certainly something you could ride all day long. All right, so all that's out in the open, and then the pipes are going up underneath. Mm-hmm. Oh, I see where the heat's coming from.
And those two come in
right by your rear end.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Let me tell you.
And I'll bet on a really hot day. That's
left leg is very, very hot.
That can be annoying. I know. I put the heat shields back on the R1 just for that reason. So just to fill in the gap here, what Guy is considering doing, because he's got a heat issue where the pipes come very close to your leg, is having them Cerakoted like our friend Dale did. And Dale is very happy with the way it came out, and that it's keeping some of the heat in the exhaust. I haven't done it. I don't know anything about it, but I'm sure Guy will share it when he gets it done. The late Bob Navola, put that light in there. What he did, he wanted to put a center stand on his the new Honda, right? And what happened is, you had to take the exhaust off to get the bolt in. And we had to take the V4 exhaust off on a VFR. Oh my God, was it a nightmare?
Oh yeah.
Oh my God, that was so bad. This is simple. I bet taking an exhaust is not a 5-minute job either. No, maybe not. It comes apart. This one comes apart.
Yeah, but it's in there. I mean, you can see how far in it goes.
Yeah.
Yep, don't make anything easy.
Working on a bike is not one of when they engineer this stuff up.
No, they just cram it all in there.
I like this. I like where they put the decal for racing only. So you'd have to be a mouse that just got run over by the rear tire to read it. That's pretty cute. So here's a little idea that I always have. If you do any maintenance, any tricky stuff, and as Guy has done, you put it on your phone. You could leave it on your phone, and if somebody else has a similar bike and they want to see what you've done, it's really kind of handy and kind of easy to share it.
You had it off. That's the oil in the bottom that was whatever's left in there.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh my God.
That's another picture of it.
Now, there's no cam chain in this? Is gears? Go backwards. Go backwards. Let me see.
So you have two cams, but one of them's controlled by a chain.
Okay. I thought it was like the old MVs that they were all gear driven.
I actually got a good picture of it.
Charlie's MV used to be gear driven.
See, this is the O-ring. So this is underneath the cam tower. That's the O-ring that goes bad. That's what causes everything. So here's the two cams, and that's the chain.
Okay.
So the cams are in the middle, chain's on the end.
Okay.
And that's the other one that went, all four of them.
But you did it yourself anyway.
Oh,
so.
yeah.
Yeah. Sure, if you bring it to the dealer, they'll keep it for a month.
And well, no, not only that, they got to get it approved, and order the parts, and all the blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, and then maybe you don't know who's working on it either. If
exactly,
If it's pot party night or something.
And, and again, now it's all back together, and good night. That's it.
Cool. So a guy told me he had 42 motorcycles, and he's not kidding. Except 38 of them are Harley choppers that a mouse could ride. These are really cool. You saw the little ones in my cellar. They're smaller than, they're this size.
Right. These are the ones below are the 1/6 scale. I can't even get them anymore. That was it. Every one they got, I bought.
Now, do these have take one down. I want to see it up close. They have like the chain is, I see the clutch cables and everything on them. Yeah, yeah.
I don't think the chain, oh yeah, it does.
Yes, it does.
Yeah,
Yes, it does. Okay.
A little chain, yeah.
That chain is like a real chain, right?
Yeah.
That is cool. And the little clutch cables and everything. I love that little one I got. Wow. I got one right on the computer there too. Wow, that is nice.
Yeah, that's my
very cool. Very cool
stuff.
And dirt bikes. Oh, Donnie. You're gonna be getting a call from Donnie this afternoon. And this is, of course, the bike we all love to hate. Ay, ay, ay. Now, Guy is famous for one thing. He'll probably want to confess right away.
Austin.
Leaves his wallet at.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
At Bikes and Breakfast. That's how you get to be real famous on a windy video. Yeah, this is nice. Now, how many miles you got on this? 5,000? Or what you told me when you were at my house?
I forgot.
I love that dashboard, man.
Amnesia.
At Christmas time, you just put Santa Claus in the middle of it. Holy mackerel.
58.
58. So it's basically a new bike. And you've had it since new, of course.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
See, I like this. See how it has the fork tubes there, so you can measure them when you lower them and raise them.
Yep.
Right? A lot of people, I've put on a video many times, a lot of people don't realize how sensitive a bike is. Moving it one notch there, if you're a professional racer, would be a difference you could tell, right? And some people don't. This bike is one of the ones that has an adjustable swing arm pivot too, right? Or is it only the race bikes? Maybe it's only the race bikes.
The whole engine.
Or the engine.
So
pivot.
this bolt and this bolt, you could either lower or raise the engine. Right now it's in the center. You could either go up one or down one.
Okay, right. This changes center of gravity.
Right.
See, on an R1, you can raise and lower the foot pegs too. And it is. Now, when I did this to the MT-09, I lowered it 10 millimeters. Oh my God! It changes the whole bike. So I went back to 5 now. I put it right in the middle. Boy, the wheels are nice on this too. Oh, Luciano. Man, nice muffler. The whole thing is nice. There's nothing not to like. That's the whole problem with all of these bikes. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And a pearl white paint. Did you see Luciano's Prius yet? Did he show it to you?
Prius?
He's got a Prius that's pearl white.
Yeah?
Yeah, and he's moaning that he paid extra for the paint, for the pearl paint. Yeah, it's a beauty. Wow. And now tell me about this one here. I know you rode up to Bogota with this one a couple times.
Yeah, so this is, again, every time I went riding, I would always leave my wife home, and then, I talked her into riding, and then I said, well, if I buy a bike, will you go with me?
Sure,
So I went and, actually, I went to BMG, the same place I bought the Aprilia, and he actually had this outside. It was a trade-in. It was a 2016. I fell in love with it.
It's whistle clean, yeah.
I actually like this thing. I really do.
Yeah, no, what's not to like? I'm trying to remember when I went to Bobby V's, he had a Triumph, but this is not the one he had. He had like a full touring with a windscreen that went up and down and everything. I'm trying to remember. I have to go look at the video.
It went up and down?
No, it was not this one because it had a fairing in the front. It wasn't a Thunderbird. I'm just trying to remember, but it was a big, I didn't know Triumph made, big giant touring bikes like this. That's a beauty. But to truly appreciate all the cute little styling cues and all the nice little touches, all the great, the styling just is just perfect on this bike. You got to get up close and personal. Or is that an aftermarket part?
Well, actually, I did get this from AF1. I'm not sure what brand it is, but I got it from AF1 themselves. So
yeah.
I'm sure it's an Aprilia manufactured part, probably, but.
Well, it could be like Yamaha makes those. They're made by Yamaha, but they're really like accessory part. They don't come with the bike. Okay, so that's Guy's little empire, soon to grow. He's already looking at getting a track bike, adding a track bike to his repertoire here. He's good to go. So thank you, Guy, for sharing a night with us at the Emporium. Let's call it Guy's Emporium. It is really, really a beautiful place to work. I might mention it's heated, which, unlike my garage where it's a little bit chilly sometimes. Anyway, Guy, we do appreciate you sharing. And we're going to be seeing more of you in the future. And good luck with the track bike. So if you are new to our channel and you've enjoyed this video, please hit the like button. We also cover riding in all different seasons that are as appropriate as we can. We like to do graphic and paint work from time to time. Usually it's in the winter. We hang out with our friends, try to get their bikes on the videos too. We love to do evil twins. Anybody that knows what an evil twin is will enjoy the channel. We do carbon fiber repairs, some of the things that you will not find anywhere else on the internet. General maintenance on motorcycles. And we try to get a video out almost every day. Sometimes they're about our model railroad or our experience with model airplanes or with antique bikes or with the first super bike, the GS 1100E. But in the end, of course, it's about having fun with whatever motorcycle you ride. And we do enjoy every type of bike. That's the problem. Life is too short. And I love every one of the bikes in my humble collection. And probably some of the bikes in your collection I'm jealous of. And of course, the one Karen got me for my birthday, my beloved MT-09. And thanks for supporting the channel, and thanks so much for watching.